How long does it take for me know how to speak in English when I moved to Ireland? For me, it was a big taboo because when I moved to Ireland like 2 years ago, I really struggled to try to pass my idea because in my mind I had some English because I had studied in Brazil for 2 years, but it was a total illusion. I didn't have any English when I came here because I had in my mind, oh, I studied English in Brazil. I had a little bit of knowledge, have a little bit of knowledge, so I'm able to survive there, but it was a mistake. But I couldn't survive because we know how to do different ways that we can be doing our activities, doing the process, then we can find a way that I can speak and try to pass my idea. But the point here is, how long does it take for me really pass my idea? I know my English is still in process. My English is not finished yet, but I'm able to speak. I'm able to pass my idea to try to explain the better way I can do my things. Then I can be involved in all the things I'm passing for over the years. But when I really come here, it was a real big deal for me because I came, I didn't have no English, no network, didn't have nothing. Then I start to study, I start to be involved into Irish culture. Then I realized how it was difficult for me to speak in that moment, to pass for all the interviews, to go for the college. But as you can see, everything changed. Nowadays, I can speak, I can pass my idea. I'm able to speak more fluently than I was in that time. Some days I'm still struggling for words because for us to get a native way as speaking in any language, we need to know thousands of vocabularies. I'm still on the process, I'm still on the journey, but today I can say my English is excellent. For the moment I came to Ireland, for now, I can speak with everyone. I can pass all my ideas over the process. And what was the point? What was the secret that I can speak for loads of time? That it makes my English improve for all these months because I really start to understand how I can improve my English better than it was at the beginning. The moment when I figure out that I need to communicate, when I start to put myself to communicate more, to make mistake. I used to say that I open the opportunities for mistakes. When I did this, when I understood that if I speak, if I make mistake, I'm able to repeat that mistake until I get the right pronunciation, until I understand what does it mean. And when I start to face it, to socialize more, to communicate with strange people, when I take the limitation from my mind. Because before, when I started to study here, I had in my mind, oh, people are gonna be laughing at me because I don't know how to speak. I'm gonna speak wrong. I'm gonna use the wrong vocabulary, the wrong sentence, and the truth is doesn't matter. If you are trying to learn any language right now, don't care for that. Don't care what people are going to say about you. Just speak. Just put your face there, put yourself there, then you can improve. And one main point for everyone else, if you're going to move to any country and they have community from your country, they speak just your language, they don't want to improve in the other language, don't be hanging out with them because it gonna makes your language be stuck. And I didn't come here to be stuck in my Portuguese forever. I came here with the main reason was learn English. I know my English still has lots of mistakes, but the main thing I don't care. I'm just speaking, I'm just making mistakes, I'm learning at the process. And much more I speak, much more I put myself there to repeat, to pronunciate. That's the point. But one thing I always focus myself on is not to turn my accent. Accent is part of myself, is where I came from. One thing I really pay attention is how to pronounce the word properly. Because if I don't know how to pronounce the words that the people can understand what I'm saying, how I can pass my idea. I have seen people they speak like fluent language, but they doesn't know how to pronounce the word properly. And if you stop them, because when they try to speak with someone else, they can't understand. And if people can't understand what you say, you can't pass your idea. And that's the main point for you. But doesn't matter what people are gonna say. Oh, he's speaking wrong. He's making mistake. Who cares? Nobody cares. And if you put in your mind, you need to speak. Whatever gonna happen, speak. Because if you speak, you're gonna improve. If you don't speak, you don't improve. I came to Ireland, I remember, like 2 years ago. When I started to study at the college there, I had no English. I came back, I came down actually 2 levels of my English. Then I started to study again. I started to put myself to study harder actually in that time. And I was very good in grammar, in theory things. I was very good. But when I need to speak, when I need to listen, I couldn't, because I was focused too much in learn how to know the past tense, present tense, future tense, and it actually doesn't matter. Because when we start to growing up as a kid, we first learn how to speak. Grammar is important, but it's not that big deal for you speaking any language, because my grandmother, she doesn't know how to read and she know how to speak. That's my point here. And that time I was focusing too much in grammar, then I couldn't speak. I was struggling like 6 7 months after. When I started at the college, I was thinking, oh my god, I come here, I had in my mind that at 6 months I was able to speak, but it was false, it wasn't true. Then I started to struggle and to figure out what I need to do to start to improve my English. It was in time. Then I start to study my self-development. Then I understood what I need to do, because I had lots of blogs as a blog how to communicate, because all the time I was looking for validation, to make people feel good, to please other people instead of please me. Then when I start to understand what I need to do, stop to please other people and just speak, just improve my English. Then I put myself in that environment to get every single second that I had the opportunity to speak in the time I was there. Open my hand, raising my hand and say, I'm here to speak. I'm here to make mistake. And I'm gonna get that mistake and repeat the sentence again until I'm able to speak, until I pronounce that word properly. And that's how my English starts to rocket to the sky. But if I don't stop in that moment, if I don't pay attention to the details why my English wasn't improving, I couldn't raise my level of speaking in English, right? But that's my video for today. How my process was when I moved to a country that everyone speak English, how it was the difference, how long time I took to speak English. It was about 1 year and something. I was able to talk to everyone. Afterwards, I'm just looking to learn advanced vocabulary, slangs. Then I can get involved to the culture. I can get involved to the language and just keep improving. But if you're struggling as well to improve your language, just put yourself there. Put yourself to make mistake, to pass for embarrassing things, to weird situations. I'm give guarantee for you, you can learn as well. And the process is like that. We study, we make mistake, we speak wrong. That's how makes the life beautiful. That's how the process is nicer. Because if we don't make mistake, everything is nicer. How we can enjoy this? It can't be enjoyable. If you're just looking for a effortless way, it's impossible for you learn the right way. And that's my advice for you today. If you're learning Spanish, English, whatever you're looking for, put yourself there, speak, avoid your language. Then you are able to speak after a few months, right? I'm here to show you that I'm able to speak now. Whatever I'm saying, whatever I'm speaking, if I'm speaking wrong, doesn't matter. Who cares? I don't care. If you care, stop to care what people think about yourself. Stop to care what people think about the way you're speaking. It doesn't matter. Just put yourself there and improve every single second in your life. That's the point. Thank you so much. Who's watching? Until now, don't forget to subscribe, leave your like and comment below. Thank you so much.